Hi, I'm Justin Kanoya, DJ, business coach, and idea sharer. And in this video, I'm reviewing this DJ Turntable Coffin case by Odyssey Cases. I'll be providing some reasons why I chose a Coffin case over 3 separate cases. And to be fair, I'll talk about some of the disadvantages of having this very large road case. So let's take a look. So this is Odyssey's case that fits 2 DJ turntables, battle style, and one 12-inch mixer. I've got 2 Reloop 8000s and the Rane 64 mixer. You can see that the gear is just packed really nicely in here. You've got these foam inserts that ensure the turntables don't move around, as well as in the mixer section, there's customizable foam inserts, so it really doesn't matter the size of your mixer. If it's a standard 12-inch mixer, you'll be able to make sure that it fits in there nicely. The model number is right here. It's a bit long, so I'm just going to put it up on the screen, and you can check it out there, and of course I'll have a link in the description below. This case has 3 main features that I want to talk about. One is the gliding laptop shelf, the casters, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. We'll talk a little more about that, and then also that this is part of Odyssey's low profile series. So starting off with the casters, again, I mentioned it earlier, but it's just really great that we've got the casters that are already like touching the surface area. Just makes it so much easier to move. So whether I've got to nudge it a little bit on a table or when I'm putting it into my van, it's just super easy to do that. There are some other cases out there where, and even actually other Odyssey cases, you've got casters that are above the surface, so you just have to lift it that much higher. And I've just noticed it's just been a little bit more difficult. So working with this one makes it much, much easier. All right, so the second feature I want to talk about is this gliding shelf. This shelf is super convenient, obviously, for your laptop, but anything else you may need as part of your setup. You know, there are cases out there that do not come equipped with a laptop shelf, and I would always recommend getting your cases with this shelf. You know, I mentioned laptop shelf. Really, let's just call it a gliding shelf because it really could be used for anything. Obviously, most of us are going to use it for a laptop, but there's so many other things. Put paperwork, a microphone receiver, a sampler pad maybe. You could even put your snacks on here, or I don't know, you could put a puppy on there too. And lastly, I want to talk about Odyssey's low profile series, which is what this case is. Now typically DJ cases are anywhere from, in height, 5 to 6 inches. And this one in particular, I believe, we're going to measure it real quick, is around 4.5. So one thing you'll notice when you're looking at it, for one, it's got a much lower profile. What you'll see then is some of this gear is a little bit exposed, but it's really just like right at the same height as the gear. So really what this does is, rather than this large, bulky box case that's sitting on your table, you've just got a nice, really sleek look to your whole setup without all the, the extra material and all the laminate. So as promised, I wanted to talk briefly about the pros and the cons of this Coffin. The pros obviously are that all of my gear that I need to DJ is just right here. I just open that case, route my power and my audio, the turntables, the mixer, all the cabling is just ready to go. The alternative to this would be, rather than one large Coffin case, is to use 3 separate road cases. So you'd have 2 cases, one for each turntable and one for the mixer. Now, the reason I just don't prefer that is you'd have to then run the cabling every time, and I feel like eventually there'd be some wear and tear on your connections. The good thing about that, however, is that it's just so much easier to transport 3 smaller cases versus one large one like this, because this case is super, super heavy. The case itself is 47 pounds. Each one of these turntables is 22, and the mixer, I believe, is 11 or 12 pounds. So you're looking at well over 100 pounds for this case. I like the fact that it's a quick and easy setup. I don't like the fact that it's super heavy. That's a look at this case. So if you like this video, go and hit like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. That's going to do it for me this time. I'm DJ Justin Kanoya, and I'll see you next time online.